Made a trip to Covington, Georgia to visit some of the locations where they filmed Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. This was the sheriff's office. And you can kind of see this street in one of the scenes when Megan and Tommy are leaving. It is a very impressive looking building. I'm trying to remember what it is though. And apparently there's this vampire tour thing you could do here because there was another TV show that was filmed here in Covington. But I'm not as familiar with it. Sounds more like, goth emos or something. Karloff's general merchandise from the movie. Unfortunately, I can't do much exploring on that because everything's posted. But it's a little hard to find. If you do a little Googling, it's not that bad. Here at a cemetery in, I believe, Madison, this was where Eternal Peace Cemetery was filmed. Or at least parts of it. There was some insert stuff that was done elsewhere. I can't really recognize what's what, and I know they only filmed a little bit of it here, seeing as how it's a cemetery and all. The road to Camp Daniel Morgan is closed right now, so I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with that. And unfortunately, cell phone reception is about nil out here. I need a Pam Voorhees head.
That one is for sale.
Okay, I'm probably out of my price range, but out of curiosity, what is it?
200.
I also like the Camp Crystal Lake. Beautiful Camp Crystal Lake. Or, well, Lake Rutledge, I believe is the way you pronounce it. I'm not sure if this is the exact same pier, but it looks like what I remember. He's down there, waiting. I believe this was originally the cabin that the boys and the girls were in, just dressed differently. And it seems like they've added a different kind of flooring to it. And looks like they have the Friday the 13th collection pretty well set up here. Okay, I seem to recall a scene where either counselors are on that wall or this wall as the kids arrive to camp. Friday the 13th Part 6, I think, being the only Friday the 13th film where there's actually kids at the camp. Looks like we're going to get a good storm tonight, so who knows, our viewing tomorrow might be indoors. I guess they brought in the sign because of the rain. I talked about baptizing my mask out here, so I might as well go ahead and do that. As long as I don't fall in the water myself. There we go. Getting a fair amount of rain out here at Camp Daniel Morgan, which is at least nice for right now because it's not nearly as hot as it was a couple hours ago. No network connectivity at all right now. Occasionally I get a little message in from time to time. This is the sounds of Camp Daniel Morgan at night. Somewhere around this wall in this tree is where Sheriff Garris first confronts Jason Voorhees and shoots him with a shotgun a couple times and eventually nails him in the head with a revolver, I believe it was. This is the amphitheater. In the movie, you can see the counselors talking to the kids here. I'm trying to remember which scenes exactly happened there. I know Megan has some conversation with the kids, and I'm thinking Court does too. The thing about, actually maybe in a different location, the one where he starts talking about Native American marriage rituals. Since I can't sleep, here I am in the dining hall. The inside of the dining hall is where they filmed the inside of the girls' cabin and the boys' cabin. However, for exterior shots, there's a different cabin that was used for the boys, and this particular dining hall was used as the exterior shot for the girls' cabin. It's a pretty cool looking place.
It goes flying down there and goes around a couple of the corners that are actually leading up to camp, and then they cut to right here where he jumps these tracks, and then they veer over to the left just a little bit. They had a big sign, big wooden sign. He said it was wood, right?
I believe so. Normally they are.
Yeah, the wooden sign, you know, the eternal peace and all that right here in this area. And you can see when they cut down this way, you see that building over to the right. So if you guys want to come a little bit further this way, you can see that. Tom had a crane in the road over here to get that cool aerial shot of Tommy running. And he liked this spot in particular because he could get real low, get the secondary low angle shots. You could shoot through all these fences and have like a real cool angle. You can see all these markers look relatively the same. The triangle in the middle that Tommy runs around, which Kenny will demonstrate here momentarily. You can see clear as day. That right there and this marker here, you can also see in the movie very, very clearly. Tommy's run.
You're gonna tell them what about the grave, like where it was?
Oh, we were trying to figure out the first year and second year, pretty much, where the ungraving of Jason took place.
In the beginning.
In the beginning, the opening scene.
And where the actual tombstone was.
We always thought that it was on a sound stage or something like that in LA because we couldn't figure out anywhere out here where it was. Tom was going to have a tombstone made in California. And he came here and found out it'd be cheaper just to have one made here. He had it made locally and then just shipped it back home. So he actually had it made here in Georgia and took it back home with him. He has it in his garden, in his house, and he has Jason's coffin in his basement. So there's that. So we asked him, you know, where was that filmed? And he said, I think I did it in one of my friend's backyards or something. And then Tom Matthews said that he didn't think that's where it was, and he thought that it was somewhere out here. So
yeah, Tom
mystery
McLaughlin.
continues.
Yeah, Tom McLaughlin, like forever. When I came out here a decade ago, I walked this entire cemetery trying to find the gravestone, and I came to the conclusion. I was like, I don't think it's filmed out here. And then he kept hearing the soundstage thing. Then Tom McLaughlin comes here, and he remembered it a lot. He was out here, and he remembered so much. He was like, I filmed it at a friend's yard, and it seemed so certain, and we thought it was good. And then Tom Matthews, a couple days ago, he was like, no, Tom's a liar.
Yeah,
It was filmed somewhere around here, but Tom Matthews didn't remember shit, so he couldn't remember hardly anything from filming. So,
Back out here at the amphitheater during the day so you can actually see it. And yeah, it'd be a lovely little view for campers.
He probably put this in.
Hey, Jason.
You can put him on the dock.
What do you think of all the swimmers?
Yeah, he had
Like
the
during-
shit in writing and notarized and fucking nice.
Like when the I do because I wasn't supposed to. He did another movie with Hoffman.
Have never seen it.
Yeah.
So wait, when did you graduate high school?
I mean, because I spent $30 on it's my favorite franchise. So.
I'm already in the water.
Resurrection.
People have been getting autistic. We got some stuff cooking. About to collect my fan and head on home. Alright, I'm gonna have to let myself out of here. I'm heading home a little bit early. I saw the movie I wanted to see at the location it was recorded, so I'm a happy camper.